Namaste children. Welcome to Mahatma Gandhi Vidyalaya online classes. I hope all are fine. Please be safe and stay at home. We should avoid social gathering. We should maintain social distancing to fight against COVID-19. I am Revati. I am your math teacher. I welcome you all to class 7. Children, let's start our class with positive thinking. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will do. Positive thoughts generates positive feelings and attract positive life experiences. Replace every negative thoughts with a positive thought. Okay children, now let's start our today's session. In our first chapter, we are going to learn about integers. In 6th standard, already you have learnt about integers. Let us recall it now in this session. Children, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers is a collection of numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. It is used for counting the objects in our daily life. We know that 1 is the smallest natural number. Do you know the largest natural number? As there is no end for the numbers, we cannot define the largest natural number.
Next, we are going to recall about whole numbers. Whole numbers starts from 0. If we include 0 with the collection of natural numbers, we get whole numbers. Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. We use capital N to denote natural numbers. Likewise, we use capital W to denote whole numbers. By comparing whole numbers and natural numbers, we observe that every natural numbers are whole numbers, since all the natural numbers are included in the whole number collection. Similarly, except 0, all the whole numbers are natural numbers, since all the whole numbers except 0 are included in the natural numbers collection. So, always remember that every natural numbers are whole numbers and every whole numbers are natural numbers except 0. Okay, whole numbers starts from 0. On the number line, we mark 0 to the left of natural numbers. Next, we are going to recall about integers. Integers is a collection of negative numbers and whole numbers. Collection of integers denoted by capital Z. Integers can be represented on a number line. See the number line given below. In the middle of the number line, we have 0. To the right of 0, we have positive integers. Positive integers are nothing but they are natural numbers only. To the left of 0, we have negative numbers. They are represented with minus sign. Children, tell me whether 0 is positive or negative. 0 is neither positive nor negative. When we move towards right side of the number line, the value of the number increases. For example, minus 3 and plus 5. Plus 5 is to the right of minus 3. So that minus 3 is smaller than plus 5. When we move towards left side of the number line, the value of the number decreases. Let us consider minus 3 and minus 7. Minus 7 is towards left side of minus 3. So the value of minus 7 is smaller than minus 3. Children, we know that every natural numbers are whole numbers. Now we observe from the number line, every whole numbers are integers, since all the whole numbers are included in the integers collection. So we conclude that whole numbers contained in integers. Children, tell me now which is the smallest positive integer. Smallest positive integer is 1. Positive numbers are starts from 1. So the smallest positive number is 1. Which is the greatest positive integer? As there is no end on the right side of the number line, the greatest positive integer is not defined. Which is the greatest negative integer? -1 is the greatest negative integer. The smallest negative integer is not defined as there is no end on the left side of the number line. Now we are going to learn how to represent integers on number line. Okay, here we have two different number lines. They are horizontal number line, vertical number line. In horizontal number line, we mark 0 in the middle of the line. Towards right side positive integers, towards left side negative integers. Here vertical number line. In the vertical number line also, in the middle we mark 0. Above the 0 we mark positive integers. Below 0 we mark negative integers. Always remember that 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay, tell me now, -15 in the horizontal number line will be in the left side of 0 or right side of 0. It is negative, so it is always left side of 0. Okay children, tell me now, why are we learning integers? Are we using the integers in our daily life? Yes, we are using integers in our daily life. Let's see that with some examples. Example 1. In cold region, the temperature always below 0 degrees Celsius. In hot regions, the temperature always above 0 degrees Celsius. The temperature below 0 degrees Celsius are represented with negative sign. So, the temperature above 0 degrees Celsius are represented as positive integers. Here is another example. An aeroplane is flying above the sea level. A submarine is floating below the sea level. The height of an aeroplane above the sea level is represented with positive integers. The height of the submarine below the sea level represented with negative integers. Here sea level is considered as 0.
Children, here we have some other applications of integers in our daily life. Index value in stock market. Sometimes index value goes up and sometimes it comes down. When it goes up, it is represented with positive integers. When it comes down, it is represented with negative integers. When we sell or buy anything, we may get profit or loss. Profit is represented with positive integers. Loss is represented with negative integers. When we are checking BP level, it may goes high or low. High BP is represented with positive integers, whereas low BP is represented with negative integers. While calculating the distance from the initial position into opposite direction, we are using integers. If we move from the initial position towards west direction, it is represented with negative integers as it is left side of 0. Now, when we are moving from the initial position towards east direction, we are representing it with positive integers as it is right side of 0. Children, here I have given some more applications of integers in the table. Already we have discussed few of these concepts like temperature, sea level, direction, profit and loss, and so on. Similarly, money deposit and withdrawal in the bank, population increase and decrease in a town, heights of floor and basement from the ground level, years calculating in AD and BC are also represented by integers. Children, now we are going to learn how to add integers using number line. On a number line, when we add a positive integer, we have to move towards right side. When we add a negative integer, we have to move towards left side. Let us do this with some examples. All of you take your notebook and draw a number line. Mark all the integers at equal distances. Now we are going to add 2 and 3. That is 2 plus 3. So we are going to add a positive integer with 2. Now let's start at 2. We have to move towards right side since 3 is a positive integer. So let's move right side 3 steps. At the third step we are getting the result. The result is 5. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Similarly, when we are adding a negative integer, we have to move towards left side. Another example for you. Let's start at 2. Let's add minus 5 with 2. Now we are adding a negative integer. So we have to move left side of the number line. So if we move 5 steps left side of the number line, at the 5th step we are getting the answer. The result is minus 3. Children, do you understand how to use the number line for addition? Yes, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, I will help you. Like this, you practice with some more examples, then you can familiar with adding integers using number line. Then it will be easy to you to do addition using number line. Next, we are going to learn how to do subtraction using number line. Okay, since subtraction is the opposite of addition, while subtracting integers, we should move in reverse direction of addition. That is, when we subtract a positive integer, we should move towards left side. When we subtract a negative integer, we should move towards right side of the number line. Let us understand this with examples. Okay, all of you take your notebook, draw a number line, mark all the integers on the number line at equal distances. Okay, your first example is 4 minus 5. Now we are going to subtract 5 from 4. 5 is a positive integer. We are going to subtract from 4. Since 5 is a positive integer, we should move towards left side of the number line. If you start at 4, please move towards left side 5 steps. At the 5th step, we will get our answer. It is minus 1. Here is another example to you. Minus 8 minus 12. See, now I am going to subtract minus 12 from minus 8. Again I am repeating. I am going to subtract minus 12 from minus 8. So let's start at minus 8. All of you children draw another number line and then try. Start at minus 8. We have to move towards right side since 12 is a negative integer here. Minus 12 is a negative integer. So start at minus 8. Move towards right side. We have to move 12 steps. At the 12th step we will get our answer. It is 4. So that when we are subtracting, we have to move towards, when we are subtracting negative integer, we should move towards right side of the number line. Okay, now here like this you try with some more examples, then you will be familiar with subtraction of integers using number line. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask me. I will clarify your doubts. Now we are going to learn the rules of integers to be followed while adding and subtracting. We know to add the integers and subtract the integers using number line, but it is not applicable for larger numbers. So we need to derive some rules. Addition rules. Rule number 1. If both the integers are of same sign, then add them and take the same sign in the result. For example, minus 3 plus minus 4. Here we have two negative integers. Just add the number 3 and 4 and take the same sign in the result also. So our answer is 3 plus 4, 7. Our sign is minus. So our answer is minus 7. Next, two positive integers. 3 plus 7. Here both are positive. Both are same sign. add them and put the same sign. Okay, 3 plus 7 is 10. The sign is positive. The answer also positive integer. Rule number 2. If both the integers are of different sign, subtract the smallest number from the greatest number and take the sign of the greatest number. Now minus 5 plus 9. In this, 9 is the greatest number, 5 is the smallest number. So subtract 5 from 9, we'll get 4. The sign of the greatest number is plus. So answer is plus 4. Next example, minus 13 plus 8. In this, 13 is the greatest number, 8 is the smallest number. So subtract it. 13 minus 8 is 5. The sign of the greatest number is minus. So our answer is minus 5. While subtracting, we just follow only one rule. Just write the additive inverse of the integer being subtracted and then add the integers by following addition rules. Then it will be easy to you. We are going to change the subtraction into addition. Instead of subtraction, add the additive inverse of the integer being subtracted. Let us consider minus 3 minus minus 9. Here we have to write the additive inverse of minus 9 and we have to add it with minus 3. Additive inverse of minus 9 is plus 9. So we have to add 9 with minus 3. If you add, we will get plus 6 by applying the addition rules. Another example is minus 3 minus plus 4. Additive inverse of plus 4 is minus 4. We have to add minus 4 with minus 3. If you apply the addition rules, we will get the answer minus 7. Now let's define additive inverse. The additive inverse of a number is its mirror image on the number line. The additive inverse of plus 5 is minus 5. The additive inverse of minus 5 is plus 5. So every number has its additive inverse. Okay. If a number is positive, its additive inverse negative. If a number is negative, its additive inverse positive. Okay. Now what is the additive inverse of plus 10? It is minus 10. What is the additive inverse of minus 15? It is plus 15. Now the time for recapitulation. I am going to ask you few questions. Which is greater, minus 89 or 59? Minus 89 is a negative number, 59 is a positive number. So 59 is the greatest number. What is the sum of 6 and minus 3? Both the integers have different signs. So we have to subtract the smaller number from the greatest number and write the sign of the greatest number in the result. So our answer is plus 3. What is the additive inverse of 65? 65 is a positive integer. So additive inverse of 65 is minus 65. Fourth question. If the increment in salary is denoted by positive integers, what will be represented by negative integers? Nothing. Decrement in salary. Here is your assignment, children. Here I have given few questions. Please practice this at your home to understand the concept. Okay. First question, I have given few questions. Find the answer by using the number line. Okay. You have to do addition or subtraction using the number line. The second question is write the additive inverse of the given numbers. Practice the given questions. Thank you, children.